later this month. There are rising concerns about the effectiveness of measures that authorities are taking to curb addiction and its harm to consumers' health. The Tobacco Control Amendment Bill of 2024, currently before the Senate, aims to update regulations to cover new products such as nicotine pouches, vapes and e-cigarettes. Harm reduction experts, however, say the bill does not provide any tangible measures to curb addiction. Instead, opens the market for illicit trade, as Esther Diana now reports.
Especially by discouraging starters, a draft law tabled in Parliament proposes, among others, strict manufacturing approvals, bans on flavored nicotine, tightened advertising restrictions, and a focus on protecting the youth. The bill that extends the Tobacco Control Act of 2007 is currently facing pushbacks. Small business owners and industry groups warn that strict bans could fuel the black market.
Nicotine has effects. Nicotine does have habituation. And what you have to do is find a way in which we can help the person who smokes to quit. These non-combustible forms are less harmful. And this is the best method of quitting. Banning doesn't work.
Harm reduction experts have warned that overregulation does not help reduce addiction and consumption. Instead, it opens the market for untaxed and unregulated products whose impact on health is the same, if not worse. They add that clinical evidence has shown that 60% of lung cancer patients cannot quit smoking.
So no one is saying don't regulate. We are saying regulate. Of course you should regulate. But the concept of harm reduction says look carefully at the evidence and make your taxation and your processes appropriate. But of course, we don't want the young to start vaping or taking any form of nicotine.
We wanted to put in some input on why it's good to add the harm reduction aspect to the bill and to advise them or encourage them not to have an approach of one size fits all.
In 2022, 1.8 million people died of cancer across the world, while 822 cases were reported in Kenya. In 2024 alone, 1.2 billion people in the world used tobacco.
Historical distrust is an issue. There's also an issue there's also the issue of it is perceived that they're trying to normalize cigarette smoking. They're trying to make it okay for the youth to access, which is all not true.
Kenyan lawmakers are warned against imposing overly stringent regulations on smoke-free nicotine alternatives, arguing that such measures could backfire.
Banning has never worked. Banning's never worked with alcohol, didn't work in the 30s in America. And basically, that is not a process which is going to work.
While quitting remains the ideal option, prohibition-style policies have repeatedly failed. Harm reduction experts now want the bill to incorporate harm reduction. Esther Diana, KTN, Nairobi.
Now, a section of Matatu